Hey everybody, it's Mike TV. Happy Thanksgiving. Good to see everybody, or not see everybody, as the case is. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. It's been a long day for me, but I'm excited to play this show. And what I was thinking is, there's this thing about, the idea of being grateful. I was thinking, like, I often write about the fact that how difficult my life is as a musician is. It is kind of tough, it does suck to like do something professionally and feel like you do it relatively well and not really make an awesome living at it, or at least making a living. Like, there's at least, I'd say half of every year, at least like 6 months out of every year, there are, like, I'm not 100% certain how I'm going to make my rent at the end of the month. And that sucks. But I've had awesome and wonderful adventures, and so I thought I would, in the interest of kind of like elucidating why I'm grateful, I was going to go through kind of like all of the little successes that Get Set Go has had over the years. And so I was going to start with a song. It's a song I've played a few times, but this is the first song that was licensed by Film and TV. It was our first really big kind of like hit in the Mr. T scene. I mean, we had some other songs that with my pre Get Set Go band called Vermicious K. That band had a handful of songs people really dug, but this was the one like where people got singing and jumping and going kind of nuts. And this was our very first hit. This is also the first song that ever ended up on Film and TV. It's on an amazing movie called Burning Annie. It's just in a little bit of the movie while they're driving in a car and talking. But it's called Burning Annie, and you should definitely check it out. It goes like this. Holly is a poet, a heathen and a sadist, a punk rock demagogue and intellectual rapist. Wendy is the architect of all her friends' ambition. She confiscates her penises and trades them on commission. And I'm afraid to kiss the girl tonight. I wonder why. I'm afraid to kiss the girl tonight. Susie has a nice ass and tits like Gibraltar, but she's just about young enough, I think I could adopt her. Miriam is perfect, she's an angel and an artist, but I expect to fuck it up as soon as I have started. And I'm afraid to kiss the girls tonight. I wonder why. I'm afraid to kiss the girls tonight. There's something in the way you cry. Something sort of sexy. You know you like it. Is there something on your mind? Tell me what you're thinking. God knows we're trying. Mona is a miracle of simple contradiction. She's a nouveau iconoclast with new age superstitions. Summer is a creature who likes to play the martyr, 'cause life is hard, so she intends to be harder. And I'm afraid to kiss the girl tonight. I wonder why. I'm afraid to kiss the girl tonight. Lucy's never been in love, but she's been a lover. She gives herself away, then she gives it to another. Miriam is perfect, she's an angel and an artist, but I expect to fuck it up as soon as I have started. And I'm afraid to kiss the girls tonight. I wonder why. I'm afraid to kiss the girls tonight. There's something in the way you cry. Something sort of sexy. You know you like it. Is there something on your mind? Tell me what you're thinking. God knows we're trying. I don't deserve the love that you've got to give. Give your heart to another man, let another kiss your lips. I know I'm broken, but I'm not beyond repair. All I need is a to kiss the girl tonight. I wonder why. I'm afraid to kiss the girl. 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 Kiss the girl tonight. Yeah, the reason why the stream is a little bit better, now for those of you that are watching the recorded version, you're not going to notice this at all because this is going straight to my computer and I'm going to upload it as one file. It's just going to be nice and smooth. But for those of you watching live, we have one internet connection. It's about 50 megabytes per second download speed. It never gets that. It tops. It's like 12. Usually it's between 10 and 11. And so when Katie and I, when Katie's actually watching Netflix and I'm trying to broadcast, it definitely makes it very, very laggy for us. So thank God she was very kind. She was kind enough to stop watching Netflix and instead is watching a DVD until the end of the show. So with that in mind, I'm just going to kind of like keep playing. I'll kind of give you a little bit of, so that was our very first license. That was the very first, in fact, we actually licensed that song to Burning Annie, which is a great film, by the way. You should definitely check it out. But you should definitely. So it is. I mean, particularly if you're a Woody Allen fan, you should check it out. It's an indie movie, but it's a lot of fun. It's very cleverly written, very well acted. A friend of mine exec produced it, and there's a bunch of the bands from our Mr. T scene are all throughout the soundtrack. And then let me think. The next license that we got was this song. And this was used in Grey's Anatomy, their first episode, not the pilot episode, but the very first episode. So the way television works, they create a pilot. The network executives view the pilot and they go, "We like the show, we don't like the show. We either greenlight it and we make more episodes, or we say no and we shit can it, and no more episodes are made." And a lot of my friends' bands were also in the pilot, and then after the pilot was approved, they did the first episode, and we're in that first episode, and this is that song. It goes like this. Wait for the dawn, my dear. Wait till the sun gets here, and you will wait too long, he will be gone. Wait till the sun shines through. Wait till the sky is blue, and you will wait too long, he will be gone. He will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. Wait till the signs are right. Wait till the perfect time, and you will wait too long, he will be gone. He will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. La 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 ooh ooh ooh. Wait till you don't know more. Wait till you know you're sure, and you will wait too long, he will be gone. And yeah, that song. So the Grey's Anatomy really. I mean, They really did. They basically, I would say they're easily 50% of the reason why I'm even here today making music in front of you. So they put that song. So actually, the woman by the name of Susan Vale, who was an editor for the show, she put that song on, I believe, just as a placeholder. Because when editors do their first cuts, they so when they put together their first cuts, they kind of put in their own music because they don't have any approved music just yet, and so they just to kind of like kind of get a sense of like, this is how I see the scene playing out. Here's some music over it, and here's how it plays. So Shonda Rhimes, who was the creator of the show and the executive producer, she and also like I think one of the head writers, she. Susan Vale was kind of playing her a rough cut of the very first episode, and that Wait came on, and Shonda was like, "Who's this?" And Susan was like, "Oh, this is a band called Get Set Go, and they're a really tiny band, but they're." I mean, I don't even know exactly what happened in the conversation, but we have a song called "What I Love About You," and I'm gonna play that in just a second. But we have a song called "What I Love About You," and it's an ode to the vagina. That's what it is. It's an ode to the vagina. It was because there's something about when you are first in a relationship with somebody. I don't know if girls get like this because I'm not a girl, but I definitely know, at least with me. But there's something when you first have sex with somebody. There's a little part of you that's just obsessed with the idea of sex with that person. And there's just an idea. There's just I don't know. It's just anyway. For me, it's just I'm like this is a magic, and you have a magic part of you. Like it becomes a little like it's not a full obsession, but there's a little part of me that just obsesses, and I wanted to capture that. I wanted to just write a note and be like, I love you. This is amazing, but above on top of all that, your vagina is amazing. So, and so Susan, I guess, played that song for Shonda Rhimes, and Shonda Rhimes was like, "Wow, this is amazing." I really like this. So they then later on in that season they licensed this song, and this was really really absolutely awesome, because they. I mean, yeah. The thing is that like this was literally at a point in time when I'd stopped, I'd finally given up the whole drugs. My life had stopped spiraling. I was trying to recreate my life, and I wanted to do it through music, and it was right at this point in time as I'm making all these life decisions that they start licensing songs. So this is the second song they licensed, and it goes like this. I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna fool around. I'm gonna tell you lies. I'm gonna be untrue. I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna come unglued. So what you gonna do? You better run away. You better run and hide. You better make your escape. You better run away. You better run away. You better run and hide. You better make your escape. I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna fool around. I'm gonna tell you lies. I'm gonna be untrue. I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna come unglued. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You better run away. You better run and hide. You better make your escape. You better run away. You better run away. You better run and hide. You better make your escape. You better run away. You better run away. You better run away. You better run away. I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna fool around. Yeah, I truncated that midsection because it gets a little bit boring without two people singing it, without being able to get the harmonies involved. But so Jordan writes, I randomly found Get Set Go just surfing around YouTube. I remember watching the show with my girlfriend and flipped out when I heard your songs in it. I had no idea you were that large, but I guess you weren't. It was super exciting to stumble across it as a fan. And yeah, that's it. That's the funny thing is that, like, you know, like, I mean, what was it? When I was in a very first band, like when I was not my very first band, my very first LA band. My very first band was in the desert in the Palm Springs area, like literally, like, you know, where Caius, like Queens of the Stone Age, Eagles of Death Metal, all those guys come from the same town I grew up. Like we all went to high school together. They did their thing in the desert, and I did my thing in LA. But back in high school days, there was a really awesome little rock and roll scene that happened out in the middle of the desert. We just there was a guy by the name of Mario Lolly, and he had a generator, and we would just take it out, or he would like basically loan it out to people, and they'd take it out in the middle of the desert and fire it up, and we'd plug in and we'd play. And so that was my very first band, but you know, and it was a lot of fun, and it really was the genesis, for me at least, of the idea of what we could do in Los Angeles, which is the thing that became the Mr. T scene. And if you haven't seen, there's a really great documentary on our scene, by our old band, by our old drummer Dave Palomaro, who's a film and TV professional. He does editing for a living, but he also just wrote a horror screenplay that's been getting a lot of attention and has been like a finalist in some film festivals around town, or not around town, but I mean across the country. And he made a documentary called "In Heaven There Is No Beer" that's kind of about our Mr. T scene. So. And so if you can actually find it. I know like Amazon has it, and I think maybe even Netflix or Amazon Prime, you might be able to watch it, but I don't know. But anyway, it's an amazing documentary. Dave put a ton of work into it. He made, you know, anyway. So, I kind of lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Something about something connecting to something. The desert. Fuck. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, well. I wish I could just go back and read it. Oh, no. Okay. So, yeah. So, I had no idea. So Jordan said, I had no idea you were that large, but I guess you weren't. It was super exciting to stumble across it as a fan. So, yes, the thing is that, so, you know, like, I've always been a little bit kind of like any success we get, you know, I've always felt a little bit like a second-class musician amongst my friends, because they're dramatically more amazing than I and more facile on their instrument than I am. And then I've always felt like, yeah. So I just never would toot, like, you know, I like as Grey's Anatomy was licensing our music, I definitely felt that the record label should push it and play it up a lot more, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be like, hey, our shit's amazing and check this out. It's like, it just felt disingenuous to me. Like, it felt like they were doing us a great service and a kindness, and I would be shitting on that kindness by like trying to then leverage it to even greater success. So anyway, so blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so like I just didn't like, I mean, I never told people, like, you know, like, I mean, I would tell my close friends, but like, you know, I mean, we eventually, on our MySpace page, we put "Watch Us on Grey's Anatomy" and on the soundtrack, you know, and that, you know, but man, okay. So that was that song, and then I'm gonna lose track of where, you know, what songs happen next. But at some point in time, our 2006 record came out called "Ordinary World." That actually came out entirely because Grey's Anatomy. So I was just now in the point where I'm no longer using drugs, and I'm kind of getting my life back on track, and I'm writing and I've been writing a ton of songs, and I've been writing about that whole experience, and I call Susan Vale, who was the editor that worked on the show that put us on that first episode, and I called her just to thank her for, like, you know, getting us those two licenses, and Susan's like, "Hey, Shonda is in the room with me right now, in the editing bay. She wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Awesome, that's great. Hey," and so Shonda and I had like a totally awesome, like maybe 20-minute conversation about about the band and blah blah blah. And she's like, "Do you have any more music?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I've got like 64 new acoustic demos, but they're just acoustic demos. I don't think the record label wants to do another album with me." Because at that point in time they didn't, and so Shonda was like, "Well, you should send them. Can you send them to us?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I think I drove them over. So I burned a disc with like maybe like 30 songs on it, and I think I drove it over. I maybe put it in the mail. I don't know, but I got it to him. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, I get a call back, and I think it was actually Shonda herself, and she was like, "Hey, we want a studio version of Sleep, and we might want a studio version of one or two others. Can you get them to us?" And I was like, "Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Like, that's awesome." So I literally leveraged that interest. I called up our record label and I was like, "Hey guys, Shonda wants to put wants some more songs from us, but I'm only going to do it if we do another full album." So our label was like, "Sure, we'll do it." So yeah, and so that's like really got the whole ball rolling. And so without like, there would never have been an Ordinary World, which I think was like a transformative album for us. There never would have been anything else had that conversation with Shonda had not happened, had she not been like, had the foresight to say, "Hey, do you have anything else?" And then I mean, so yeah, so it was good that I was writing the songs and had them ready when she asked. But the thing is that like yeah, so for this kind of stuff, like my life has been so blessed in that way. Like there's just been all sorts of good things that have happened because good people have kind of like been at the right place, listening at the right moment. So, Shandy writes. So I'm gonna get to the next song in just a second. But Shandy writes, "You should market your music to people with Asperger's like me. I only say that because I do like music, but I only love two bands." And Get Set Go is one of them. That's awesome. Thank you. Or maybe 3 because I'm loving the Say It With a Bullet songs that I've heard. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Shandy. No, I mean, that's, it's really funny. Okay, I don't know. I guess this is a really talky show right now because I should be playing music, but I really kind of want to kind of bare my soul. Because I was spending a lot of time as I was driving back up from Wimberley thinking about how grateful I am about the success I've had, even though it sucks to like, to worry, like, am I going to be able to pay my bills? I do. I mean, the thing is like, I've got, you guys that are watching right now, the people that are watching right now, you're amazing. And it's really funny because I think about, like, my music for some reason seems to resonate with people that are, and I hope that you look at this in the best possible light, but a little bit broken. Like, we're all a little bit, we all have a little bit, like, the kind of like normal saccharine pop doesn't really work for us, or at least for me it doesn't. And the thing is, like, and I just know, like, I run across these people and I'm like, you are a little bit odd. You are like a little geeky or a little like left of field. Like, but there's always something that just makes them like we're the misfits. Like for some reason I think that the Get Set Go music, people that really identify with it are misfits, and it's awesome, and I fucking love it. And so yeah, and certainly I'm certain that we've got the jock fans and the but the people that actively that I reach out, that seem to reach out to me, and the people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, it's just, we're totally the square pegs, and I fucking love it. So, all right, so let me see. So at some point in time, so Grey's Anatomy says, "Hey, we want it," and then I do. In fact, I didn't actually even rehearse the song, but I'm gonna play it. So this is Sleep. This is the song that actually got us to. I have to actually I'm gonna learn this one right now. Shit. I'm not going to play that one. I totally forgot about that one, and I should have like at least rehearsed it. I'm so tired. I know it's in B, but I don't remember anything else. So anyway, I'll play that one later on. But so that one led to Ordinary World actually being released, and then one of our label mates, who's this guy named Nils, and he's like a jazz guy. He fell in love with our song "Die Motherfucker Die," and he turned the guys on at he was friends with the music director for Weeds, and so the music director for Weeds is like, dude, we're we're looking for new music. Do you have any? Are you listening to anything that you think might work? And he's like, yeah, man, here, like this song, it's fucking, I can't get, like I'm listening to it all the time, and it was Diamond Fucker Die, and they put it on the season finale of episode of the season 2 of Weeds, and it goes like this. Die, motherfucker, die. I wanna see you cry, and then I'll watch you die. I wanna hurt you, torture, then desert you. Take a hot poker and stick it where the sun don't shine, and then watch you die. 'Cause I'm having a bad day. So what else can I say? I just wanna kill or be killed just the same. I'm having a bad day. So get out of my way, or you'll be killed and you'll be killed just the same. That's not right. 'Cause my day sucks ass. Die, motherfucker, die. I'll burn out both your eyes and fill the sockets full of lime. I'll carve out your skull and I'll turn it to a bowl that I'll eat my cereal with while I watch the Flintstones and I'll do it with a smile. 'Cause I'm having a bad day. So get out of my way, or you will pay, and you'll pay with your life. I'm having a bad day. So what else can I say? I just wanna kill and be killed just the same. 'Cause my day sucks ass. I don't wanna work, I don't wanna pay bills, I don't wanna grow old, I don't wanna be poor, I don't wanna drive in traffic, I don't wanna deal with dating, I don't wanna stand in line, I don't wanna pay any taxes. Die, motherfucker, die. Oh, why won't you just die? Get out of my life. I wanna move to some deserted desert island where I will live on coconuts and everything will be fine all of the time. 'Cause I'm having a bad day. So what else can I say? I just wanna kill and be killed just the same. I'm having a bad day. So get out of my way, or you will pay, and you'll pay with your life. 'Cause my day sucks ass. it's really funny. So, like, and yeah, so that was awesome. It was a really, really spectacular time because even though we didn't really have amazing album sales, because of that exposure, we were starting to find our audience. Like people were seeking us out, and it was awesome. Like it was people, and ever since that point in time, really truthfully, like the Weeds exposure and the Grey's Anatomy exposure. And we've definitely had some other stuff on Jack and Bobby, and we've had some stuff on other shows. But I really do think that because Weeds was such a big cult hit, and because Grey's Anatomy was the juggernaut that is Grey's Anatomy, even to this day, like people kind of still seek out the band, and it's anyway, and because I'm not super internet savvy, and because in fact, I've got a friend, my friend Lori Colwell. I should give a shout out to her. She's one of my oldest and dearest friends, and I do feel like I'm taking advantage of her because she's actually the person paying for and upkeeping our Get Set Go Music website, getsetgomusic.com, she was like, hey, you should definitely like start blog, because I used to do a lot of MySpace blogs. I would do a daily MySpace blog. She's like, you should start blogging again, and focusing on like, kind of like just doing your internet, just being present on, online. And I'm like, yeah, that's impossible. It's not impossible, but like I prefer to spend my time writing music, focusing on music. And I feel bad about that because there's so much more I should be doing to help the band out. But so I was gonna say, but the thing is it hasn't always been. It's been mostly, for the most part, awesome. But we actually were on the Howard Stern show for about 15 seconds. And this is something that because it doesn't, I don't think, I'm certain they've got an archive somewhere and you could probably find it. But Howard Stern didn't even credit the band, but the song "What I Love About You," which is the song that Shonda Rhimes was like, so when I talked to her, like when she said, hey, we want more music from you, she told me, she's like, hey, we tried to get this song on Grey's Anatomy, because I'm like, vagina is a medical term, but apparently that there were other words. I think for me it was the word tits that did it, because I think that's one of the 7 words that cannot be on network television. But yeah, so this song was on Howard Stern, and Howard goes, hey, Robin, I had a song commissioned for you, and they played the song and didn't credit the band, which is nice. So because that's good guy. Here we go. I love your vagina, I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina, I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. I love everything about you. I love everything about you. It's true. I love everything about you, but most especially I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina. I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina. I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. Between your no. All right, so I'm gonna let that one go. But let me see. So Jordan writes, when I heard you on Weeds, I was convinced, in capital letters, that you were a big band. Hearing you by total chance on 2 different shows gave the impression that you were everywhere. And yeah, it really was. You know, it's really funny, man. It really did seem like we were actually getting, like, you know, when Ordinary World came out, we were in the top 100. So iTunes used to have a top 100 alternative chart, and we were in the top 100 for like 8 weeks. And we started off at like 99, and we started climbing. And it was really funny because we were in the same category as the Arcade Fire and Sufjan Stevens. His like, I don't know if you know him, but he has an amazing album called Illinois. So there were all these amazing bands, and they all had orchestral elements and like interesting, and you know, and ours was like acoustic guitar, piano, and viola based. And so I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, we just kind of showed up at this right time, and there's all these bands, and you know, and so we started climbing, and we hit about maybe 80 or 77 or somewhere right around there, and then we just stop, and then I just see everybody else just keep climbing, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, and I'm like, God damn it. You know, and the thing is like, for 8 weeks we were on there, like, which was, I think, a ridiculously long time. I mean, a bunch of other bands like kind of popped on there and dropped off, and bands I loved, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I really felt like we were finally in the company of like legitimate bands, awesome. And then, and so when we put out Selling Out and Going Home, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be it. And it's really funny because All Music. The girl that wrote the All Music Guide review, she really loved it, and she gave us, like, I think it was out of 5 stars, 4.5 stars, which they've since edited, which is really funny. In fact, I think they even got rid of that review and have a completely different one now. But the thing is that we were like in the top 25 most crush-worthy bands. Like, we just had a lot of attention for about 6 seconds. It was like the 10 minutes of fame was like very true in our, like, and it was just like, hey guys, there's a little match. You know, but the great thing is, through all that, Grey's Anatomy, they still just kept licensing our stuff, and it was awesome. They would, you know, and yeah. So for that, I just am so, like, they really did. They kind of like buoyed the band, and you know, like, and so all the music that you listen now. I mean, it's funny. I've been doing this long enough. That I'm never gonna stop. You know, like even if I end up homeless. I will still find ways to record and put those records out. So, you know, like there's nothing's going to stop the music from me. But it's really funny because there were multiple times during my life that I really thought, like, I can't do this anymore. I just can't. And then Grey's Anatomy would license another song, and I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I can keep doing this. So, so let me see. All right, so that was What I Love About You. Let me think. So what was another? So they did one. Again, this is another one that I might not be able to play, but let me see. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. There is nothing that I could say that would in almost any way express the frustration in my head. I don't wanna get out of bed today. I don't wanna face another day. Everything is better left unsaid. And I don't wanna get a job. I've stolen all that I could rob. I don't know how I will get by. Something in me thinks I've had one too many drinks. I spent too much time getting high. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What do you do when you're done with living but you are still alive? I don't want to kill myself but I just can't survive. Hey, hey, hey. It's crying shame. Hey, 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 it's crying shame. Hey, 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 it's crying shame. Hey, 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 it's crying shame. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. I'm sick of doing anything, so burnt out on all the songs I sing. I just want to disappear. I'm too lazy to even fall asleep, lying here, not counting any sheep, listening to the passing of the years. And I don't want to get a job, I've stolen all that I could buy. I don't know how I will get by. Something in me thinks I've had one too many drinks. I spent too much time getting high. Hey, 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 hey. What do you do when you're done with living, but you are still alive? I don't want to kill myself, but I just can't survive. Hey, 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 it's a crying shame. 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 Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. So yeah, it's really funny because the next song I'm gonna play. So so I had this whole phase, and it was a pretty long period in my life. It was a pretty dark period in my life, but it informed a lot of my songwriting, and it to this day continues to inform my songwriting. But there's a point in time when I was a drug addict, and I wasn't addicted to any one particular drug. I just was always constantly fucking myself up every single day, pretty much. Even when I had no money, I had people that would just come and hey Mike, let's party, and so it was a pretty miserable life, and I had kind of like lost connection to anything that was important in my life, and that's basically Ordinary World, and all of Ordinary World and most of Selling Out and Going Home were written at the exact same time. And so what we decided to do is we took all the drug songs and we put it on Ordinary World, and we took all the relationship songs and put it on Selling Out and Going Home. And so maybe I don't know exactly at what point in time, but after Selling Out and Going Home came out, a friend of mine, or not a friend of mine, like a fan, like a guy that I don't even know how he found the band, but he reaches out to me and says, "Hey man, my brother just wrote a book, and it really reminds me of Ordinary World." Like it kind of reminds me of the kind of stuff you write about, and would you like to read it? And and the thing is that like, and I'm like, yeah, sure, like whatever, like, all right, yeah. I always try to like be accessible to people that reach out to me, so I'm like, yeah, sure, But I didn't really have an intention of. Or maybe I'd read the first few pages and kind of like, but it was an amazing book. It's called Junkie Love. It's by a guy by the name of Joe Clifford, and his brother Josh Clifford was the one that reached out to me. But Joe Clifford wrote this amazing book that was very similar. In details, not the same. But one of those things where like with Ordinary World, I managed to inject humor into some very dark situations, and managed to like talk about dark situations without it being pathos, but being more human, not so much, like, oh, woe is me, but more like, hey, this is life, that's why it's called Ordinary World, because the idea was that, yes, this is the ordinary world. People go through this shit all the time. This is the world that they know, which is why the cover of Ordinary World is all of those. In fact, you should look at the cover of Ordinary World sometime. If you own a physical copy of the disc, open it up and look at it, because the way it's laid out, the top right, I think it's the top right corner, but if you look in one corner, there's it's just a spoon with heroin, right? It's just a spoon, and it's cooking heroin. But if you, the opposite corner, it's a ton of different things, and so basically what it is that this is the life that I led that eventually just led to just the drug, you know. And it wasn't, and the thing is that for me it wasn't, I wasn't addicted to heroin. I was addicted to fucking myself up. I did everything, but you know, that whole anyway. So that whole thing is an allegorical image. I love it. It's awesome. Of course, no one ever paid attention, but it's awesome. But and I think you can actually find it online. You should definitely check it out because there's all sorts of cool hidden imagery inside that. Me and our graphic designer guy, who's an amazing talented artist. He does a lot of stuff for, like, I think CSI. He actually does that for a living. Works for television shows, coming up with images and stuff like that. But he, Dylan Chapman is his name, and he was the one. He and I got together and we, like, shot all those photos, and then we actually composited all, like, put it all together one day, and it was awesome. But fuck, I lost my train of thought again. Anyway, blah blah blah. Damn. All right, I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah, I guess I'm in a very, 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 very talky mood today. So Joe wrote this amazing book, you know, and I read it, and there were so many parallels, like, I could, like, and it was definitely, like, it's just that kind of thing that you're like, you're like, hey, I'm a decent person. Like, I mean, I know that the actions I'm taking and the way I'm living my life does not make me a decent person, but I know at my core I'm a decent person. And so how do you justify that when the things that you do, the person that you believe you are in your heart, is not in any way matched the person that you are, you know, like it. Anyway, so it was an amazing book, and it turns out that then he gets it published. And then he writes another book, and he gets that one published. And so he's I think he's working on his fourth novel now. But they're amazing. You should definitely check them out if you get a chance. I know they're available on Kindle if you've got a Kindle. But Joe Clifford, the last one I read was Lamentation. It was amazing. They're kind of like noir, kind of like modern noir novels. But they're awesome. But anyway, So he heard this song, and then I think he reached out to me, Joe, and was like, Mike, he's like this song, like, really resonates with me. And it's not about drugs, or it's about when you quit doing drugs and you find that you're now faced with real life, right? You know, and here you are, you got real life in front of you, and this is sort of that song. It's like, I wanna be the monkey on your back, I'll be your heroine. The junk in your spoon, the black in your balloon, I'll be your heroine. I will numb away the pain of the everyday. The itch that you itch just as soon as you prick, I'll be your heroine. The nut and the doze as you slow and repose, I'll be your heroine. I will numb away the pain of slipping away into the lazy days of getting by, the soft surrender of no longer getting high, the days in traffic, oh so tragic and cruel, with nowhere to go and nothing in front of you. You'll crave and you'll need, you'll be hurting for me, I'll be your heroine. You'll lie and you steal just to drown what you feel, I'll be your heroine. I will numb away the feelings that make you say I'm okay and everything is doing fine. I'm alright, but I can never find the time. Work's been great, but how I hate my life. Somebody tell me, what am I doing right? I'll be your heroine, and I'll comfort you in all of your blackest moods. I'll pull you through. I'll be your heroine. What else could I do? You'll need more just so you can feel normal. I'll be your heroine, and one day you'll see that you'll die without me. I'll be your heroine. I will numb away the pain of playing it safe and always taking the lower road, always backing down and selling out and going home, and never ever being better than you are. The pain of being anything but a star. It's really funny that when I made that mistake, I was actually thinking about that song, and kind of like when I wrote I wrote that song. The girl I was dating at the time, she was also, we met actually met at Mr. T's bowl, but we were both kind of in in Narcotics Anonymous. We were kind of both trying to put our lives back together, and she had been a heroin addict and blah blah blah. So, and so I was thinking, and so we were kind of going through a tough time, and she really wanted to use, and I wanted to, and I didn't want her to use, but I knew she really wanted to, and I think she was kind of flirting with it. I think maybe she'd but anyway, and so I was thinking, like, I wanted to write a song telling her, hey, I'll be your heroine, like, be addicted to me. But then I really started thinking about that, like, well, what does that mean? Like, if I'll be your heroine, like, and I was thinking about, like, the idea that, anything, you can become addicted, anything can become this evil thing that like you retreat into and escape. And anyway, and so the thing is that, like, so I first wanted to write it, it was going to be like a kind of a love song, and then it instead became like what it is. But it's really funny. So anyway, so it really resonated with Joe, and he actually, and so it's great. So like he used our song Won't Let Her Go from Ordinary World, actually. He used that in the book. He actually did a book trailer. Nowadays they actually do trailers for books to, like, kind of sell the book. He did a book trailer for Junkie Love and used Won't Let Her Go for that thing. And then I guess he was saying that he actually wrote Get Set Go, like, there's a mention of Get Set Go in his next book. So anyway, so it's just, I mean, it's like so those kind of these, it's like all of these little things, like you guys being here right now, and like the Grey's Anatomy. I mean, it's like the big and the small and all of it make up this, like, awesome tapestry of, like, I feel like my life is like magic. Like, it feels like I'm like, well, do I want, like, if I had to give up all these, if I had to trade all of this for just instead, like, just being able to sell like 100,000 units, would I want that? I don't think so. I think I prefer the trajectory I'm on. And then Jordan says, I just woke up my girlfriend by singing too loudly. I'm just blaming you, Mike. And sorry, brother. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry, girlfriend. Actually, I know her name, and I'm blanking. Is it Elizabeth? No, I know her name. So she reached out to me maybe a year ago, maybe longer than that. No, I was definitely still in LA. She reached out to me and was like, "Hey, my boyfriend Jordan's a huge fan of you, and I want to buy your entire catalog and have you sign it." And I'm like, hell yeah, I will do that in a heartbeat. And so so Jordan can actually go and look at the insert because he got it. So anyway, that was awesome. She's a, if that's the same girlfriend, if it's not, then I apologize. But I think oh Jesus, I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna shut up now and keep playing. All right, I'm gonna do. I'll do two more songs. Let me think. Let me try to think of like what else. What other songs? What other songs like have had really touched? Like good things have come out of them. I mean all of them. But let me. Oh, awesome. Rachel. Awesome. It's the same one. Awesome. That's great. Yeah. So Jordan said it's the same girlfriend, Rachel. That's awesome. Yeah. How could you break up with a girl that gave you that kind of gift? That's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, and that's awesome. And she's awesome. Yeah. So, all right. I'm gonna, all right. Yeah. You know, I'll actually play. I'll play two songs. So, I'm gonna play the song I was just talking about, Won't Let Her Go, and then just because Justin and Jamie showed up, I will play. I'll play 100 Locks for Justin, and then I'm gonna go and hang out with my girlfriend. So, but I will see you again tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. So here we go. She doesn't close the door as she visits the bathroom. The sound of flushing water comes a little bit too soon. I wonder what she's doing as she hums a little tune. A sharp glowing smoke drifts across the room. She thinks I don't know. She thinks I don't know. Oh, but I know. The phone rings once again in the middle of the night. Hello, I answer as I fumble for the light. I reach across the bed and it's then I realize she hasn't come home. She's not coming home tonight. But I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. I won't let her go. 'Cause I can't let her go. 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 One night as we're driving to some place I'm not sure where, there's a strange sort of tension hanging in the air, and she turns to me and says, honey, I swear that I don't care about you. She thinks I don't know. She thinks I don't know. Oh, but I know. And then when we get home, we just sit there in the car. I simply stare ahead and wonder how we got this far. I try to imagine the breaking of my heart, but I feel nothing, and that nothing, it leaves a scar. But I won't let her go. No, I won't let her go. I won't let her go. 'Cause I can't let her go. right. So this is gonna be my last one, and thank you guys for being a part of this again. Really, I love it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I will see those of you that I see tomorrow, and if not, so I'm gonna be as I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna upload all of the past 5 days worth of shows. So those will be available, without commercial and without all of the chaff. It'll just be the actual show itself. So, so if you want to review these or want to go back and check these out, you can. Let me first, real quick, do my little spiel. So if you want to support, oh no, that's not right. If you want to support the music, and you want to do it on a daily, like on a weekly basis. I'm doing these things. I'm doing the open mic, or not open mic, the Mike TV live shows for the next 30 more days, I think. Not 30 days, 28 more days, 27 more days, something like that. Up until December 23rd. And then after that, I'm going to get right back into the studio and start writing new music. So if you want to be on the bleeding edge, if you want to gain access to all of my music as it comes out, and hear every iteration of the songs as I'm working on them, and get a real in-depth look at my process, that's the place to go. If you just want the finished product, you can go here to Bandcamp. And that's where you can get, and that's where I keep a lot more of the money, which is totally fine. But if that doesn't work for you, for whatever reason, Bandcamp doesn't work, you can also go here to any one of these purveyors of fine online digital music, and you can download them there. All right, so and then just real quick, I'm going to let you know tomorrow's show is it's my second Thanksgiving, and that's Friday, November 27th, and it's at 8 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Central, and 11 p.m. Eastern. And then let me see. And so Shandy says, the video you uploaded last night, the one I missed live, it has a few minutes of the logo, of just the logo at the start. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that when I use YouTube, it doesn't allow me to decide when it starts recording. It just starts recording exactly when I press start streaming. So I actually have new versions that I'm going to be uploading. So if you want to check out last night's show, just check it out tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to catch it the way Jesus intended it to be. No, actually, the way I intended it to be. That way with all the stuff, all the bells and whistles, and it won't have any of the pre-show stuff. So, all right. So this is my last tune, and it goes like this. She guards herself beneath her clothes, a secret wound that no one knows. She likes the way she hurts herself. It makes her feel like nothing else. She never talks to anyone. She hides away, abhors the sun. She keeps her heart within a box, protected with 100 locks. It's true, it's true. She walks nude throughout her room. She bears the scars of countless wounds. They multiply upon her flesh. Some are old and others fresh. It's true. It's true. She loves the night, the starless and the moonless night, when all of the lights are gone and only darkness shines. She loves the night when only the darkness shines. She loves the night, the starless and the moonless night, when all of the lights are gone and only darkness shines. She loves the night, the starless and moonless this night. That's not right. She guards herself beneath her clothes, a secret room that no one knows. She likes the way she hurts herself. It makes her feel like nothing else. She never talks to anyone. She hides away, abhors the sun. She keeps her heart within a box, protected with 100 locks. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. I just realized why that song's so hard for me to play, because when I scream that song, like I can't sing it quiet, and which is really weird because it's a quiet song, but I can't sing it quiet. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys. Sorry for being such a talking head tonight. But yeah, it was fun. It is nice to be, to kind of like appreciate all the awesome in your life. Yeah, so I really appreciate it, you guys, and I thank you so much. And yeah, and we'll do this again tomorrow if you guys are interested. If not, then I'll see you when next I see you. Yeah, so I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna go out on. I have to figure. Let me see. I have to figure out what the next song. Okay. I'm gonna play. This is the weirdest song to actually go out on. It's sort of a dark song. I don't know, but I think it says it all. So, all right, I love you all, and great, thank you. Yeah, Steve says it was great tonight. The stories, the background is so interesting. Context. And Justin says, "Love you, Mike and Katie." And yeah, and Katie, I know if she could be here right now. I mean, she could. She's in the next room sleeping, or watching a DVD. But she's just super pooped, and so. But I think she'll be joining us tomorrow. In fact, I think tomorrow we're gonna have a bunch of people, maybe in and around, because we're doing a dinner. Like the dinner starts 5 hours before this show happens, so I'm fairly certain there's still gonna be people here. I'm fairly certain they're gonna be in here saying hello. So, all right. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I will see you all. In the morrow. So, all right. This is the song I'm going out on. I know it's a weird one, but I think the sentiment does kind of work with the kind of what we were talking about. So, yeah, I'll see you soon. And hey, Sasha, good to see you. Well, I'm glad you managed to catch it, and we should definitely catch up on a future show. But I do have to go. It's already late, and Katie has to be up at like 8 in the morning. So I love you all, and I will talk to you very soon. Here we go. This is the last song. Wait for it. Curses. There we go. All right. Sometimes you wake up broken, and the thought of pressing on seems so fucking pointless, girl, 'cause all your joy is gone. Well, sister, I must tell you, I've been where you are, love. The pain you feel, it hurts me too. and the hurts keep stacking up. But don't you lose faith, my dear, don't you give up all hope. I will be right here. Hold on, and I will hold on too. I'll hold on for you, and we'll hold on together. Hold on, and I will hold on too. I'll hold on for you, and we'll hold on together. Sometimes you feel unwelcome, unwanted and unloved, and there's no place that feels like home, and there's no God above. I know that soul-sick loneliness, I know it all too well. And even in the company of friends, you're in a private hell. But don't you lose faith, my dear, don't you give up all hope. I will be right here. Hold on, and I will hold on too. I'll hold on for you, and we'll hold on together. Hold on, and I will hold on too. I'll hold on for you, and we'll hold on together. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You'll see, we might just be alright. We might just be okay. We might just be alright. We might just be okay. Hold on, and I will hold on too. I'll hold on for you, and we'll hold on together.